Good evening, welcome to a bit of Gwent. I haven't really been streaming much of late, but I've got some time tonight. So we're going to do the Gwent seasonal mode, whereby card power is not actually the power you see here, but the recruit cost is what it's set to when you win a game. So for instance, Mirta Braca here will have 8 power, not 4. So it will have 9 power. So essentially gives him 12, so it'll be 8 power with 2 shots of 4, and he'll be 9 shoots for 3, pretty much the same amount of damage. Mirta Braca might be more useful because I might be able to give him more charges depending on the leader I get. Cert might be more useful just because of the fact that he does his damage when he comes into play. I'm unlikely to get a copy of Ox and have him in my hand as well, but I'll just deal 3 damage straight out, might be better value. I'll go with Mirta Braca though. I reckon there might be some charge shenanigan going on, so. We don't really know if we need profit stuff because we don't know if we're going to end up at the syndicate leader, so. So I'm not going to be many units with 3 or less power in this mode. I mean, that's going to get you 2 drones and boosting by 2 power apiece. Get you 12 power. Sigvald is going to have a lot more health to live with. He also have 4 enemies in Berserk. Power, potentially more useful. I'm probably not going to have an artifact. Okay, so all 5 power. Him boosting himself to 8 is not bad. If I control soldier, destroy something. Boosting it and removing his block's probably more useful given I already have 2 units with abilities, so I'm taking the hacking now. He actually becomes weaker because he's set down to 7 power. So on his own he would be 2 power unless he has another allied unit to hurt, so. I don't really have any way of destroying my own guys. Yeah, Carlo seems like the winner here. Being 10 power and damaging for 1 for every card in your hand, that's pretty good. Probably not going to have any ships. He's a 4 power thriver anyway. Yeah, I might not have any ships, but Thrive will probably trigger on all the other big guys I've got, so it's not the worst. 5 power and boost duration used by 4 makes 9, it's not the worst. Boost himself by 4 is 9 on his own. Field Medic requires me to have units surviving to be able to boost him. He boosts himself the same amount of power, but makes him more vulnerable than being hit by any destroy unit effects. I'm going to hope that I can boost adjacent units, because it might also be useful to be able to medic something that's in trouble of dying. If she's the highest unit when she comes into play, she comes into play as a 2 power, so that's not ideal. A 6 power spy when we charge from an enemy unit. There might be enemies with charges. 6 power boosted health by 2 for each opponent. Boris just being 8 power damaging an enemy by 3 is probably the winner there. Thaler could be good if there's actually an enemy unit with charges, but the odds of him being in hand when I see that is pretty slim. Do I have anything that spawns unit at the moment? No, I don't. He's going to be an 8 power to start with, but that could still be pretty good depending on what my opponent plays. You can give charges to Mirta Braca, 5 power on his own. Master Disguise is going to be more useful here, I think. 5, 5, 5. Don't really have any allied dwarves, he's going to be a 5 power. Boost adjacent allied units by 1. Damage enemy unit by 1 for each row separated. See, I might actually have coins from stuff like Boris, but I might not have 4 for the tribute. He's still going to be 7 power. Generally going to be 6 or 7 or 8 power. Go with the bowman there. I really want to take Windhelm because Windhelm can get really big if the opponent doesn't have removal. But Roach is a 10 power when you play any other gold cards. I have a few golds. I kind of have to go with Roach here, don't I? Yeah, I have to go with Roach. Thinning and 10 power for any gold plate is pretty darn good. Banish something from opponent's graveyards. Maybe 7 power. 5 power but having a lock. I don't have anything that's going to be able to boost him in hand. We'll take the 5 power and a lock, I think, because there'll be a lot of things we won't be able to destroy but we can lock. I don't really have anything that's going to be useful with Assimilate, do I? No, I don't. 5 power Rotfiend, 4 power Gilligai Poisoner, and Rotfiend. It's a bad choice there. Bad set of choices, really. None of them are great. We'll take the Temple Guard. How many soldiers do I actually have? I got 2. The Alba and the Temple Guard. Still 4 power shoot for 2 is not the worst. 5 power shoot for 2 is probably better. Yeah, we'll take the Braid. He's going to start at 8 power instead of 11, and my opponent's deck will probably have pretty big creatures, so we'll take Garrison here. And we have 1 Bronze Deathwisher. I mean, I have coins for his tribute. Fairy Dive could be useful. Eight power and a lock's pretty good. 7 power shoot for 3 is not bad. 9 power boost by damage dealt to enemy units. The only thing I really have that does damage enemy units though would be Sigfold, so I'm going to go with the 8 power lock. So yeah, Central Guards are essentially 5 power because I have no other of them. These guys are going to be 4 power and a boost of 2. 4 power and a boost of 2, or 4 power and a heal of 4. So Hawker Healer is the right pick there. Repair unit with deploy boost self by 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, the Nautical Sergeant should get some decent value. Not getting many goals for this draft. Not very happy with that. That's a 5 power spy, so that's pretty bad. I'll take another bomb. I wish I could say Earden's good here, but he's really not, because everything is strengthened, so their base power is just generally higher. We don't have any vampires, do we? No, we do not. Since here a 9 power shoots for 3 is 12, or 11 power maybe resets for something. Earden's probably not going to be that useful. I mean, I haven't even got anything really to boost myself apart from the field medic. So Kieran is probably going to be more useful here. 8 and 13 though, this is a pretty bad draft. She starts with 6 power instead of 1, so that's a lot harder to trigger. 8 power destroying enemy artifacts or queer row effects is probably the best of those 4. Giving enemy unit poison isn't the worst. 5 power and drains isn't the worst. We only have 1 deathless unit. Destroying enemy unit with half or less than half its base power. We already have a couple of things that are dealing a small amount of damage, so we'll go with the drain here and have a Nekorat. I don't have many warriors. Play the highest unit from your deck isn't the worst thing. Who would the highest unit be here? Kieran would be 9. Carl would be, or it could be Roach. Depending on what I have in hand, if it's Carl or Roach, I mean, I'm not going to want to have Roach in hand either. That could end up getting me Roach, which would be the worst possible card for it to get. I'd much rather have a Bruce, even if I do have to eat something. Of course, then I get something where I'd have an 11 power card to go and get, but that's fine. Geralt Professional is probably the better pick here. I mean, for dwarves, druids, and elves, I only have 2 or 3 elves. I got 1 dwarf as Carlo. I only get to play 1 of them, so it's okay, but not the best. Vandergrift deals damage of 1 to everything. It's kind of the same as Siegwald, but I already have 1 of him. I'd rather have something where if my enemy unit is power 3, multiple 3, I can just destroy it, and he's 11 power on his own. That seems the right pick there. So I can give charges to Mirta Braca. Mirta Braca is the only card that has charges. But she's still 9 power on her own. Yeah, he's 13 power on his own. I can't remember if Phoenix comes into play as 13 power in each round or just the first one. I think it's just the first one. Might not be any units with resilience. That's going to come down to either Phoenix or the Great Oak. Phoenix, if I get it before round 2, is going to get me a good chunk of value. And it's going to be a minimum of 13 power. And potentially then 4 for each round after that. He's going to be 13 power, but could also damage something depending on how many things I have surviving. Question is that going to be worth at least 4 power? Depends on how many units my opponents kill. Thing is, they're both going to be 13 power on their own, or in like a draw in the 3rd round kind of thing. The Great Oak can theoretically be more of that same round, whereas Phoenix is only ever going to be exactly 13 if you draw in the 3rd round. But if you get it early, it's going to be 21. It's unlikely Great Oak's ever going to get you 21 power. We'll take the Phoenix and watch as I regret that somehow later. Right, let's sort the cards. So we've got 3 choices for leader. You've got the ability to discard a card and then draw a card. You get to do that 3 times over the course of the game, which is pretty decent. Like, it means you get to filter out parts of your deck, or if you draw something you don't necessarily want to have in your hand. Unfortunately, we don't have any discard effects in our deck, but that's okay. Gain 9 coins and boost an ally unit by any excess amount gained. That's functionally worthless. Like, I do have Boris in there. He could get me 3 coins if he manages to kill something. That's the only card that has coins involved. So her best case scenario is that she might be able to boost one of my units by 3. if I'm lucky and I'm able to kill something with Boris before I use her ability. Otherwise I'll have 9 coins that I can do nothing with. So it's either Guernicora or Bran then. And Guernicora, like being able to play a 1 power unit, gets bigger with everything else you play, because everything else is going to be at least 5 power. It's probably going to be a hell of a lot more useful than Bran. Let's go with Guernicora. 12 gold, it's not great. It's not the worst I've seen in Arena. I've got a lot of questionable golds in there though. Like I really would have liked to have seen a Geralt Igni, Leo Bonheart, regular old Geralt, any of the things that destroy something with 8 power or more, or Dandelion to be able to cantrip. I would have liked to see more golds is what I'm getting at there. In case it isn't clear that I wanted more gold cards. Right, so we've got an Art Thriver, so we can drop that first with the Guernicora egg. And we got Prairie Dive then if we need to kill something. Neko Grass. Cargo's a good card to draw early. We'll lose a Temple Guards. We'll lose the Rot Fiends. It's a reasonable hand for the start. We'll keep that. What else could we have really gotten? We might have drawn Roach, and then we wouldn't be able to mulligan on the way.
Special prize, just for you, love.
Remember Sintra!
Does his destroy effect get prevented by a shield? Probably. I should put an egg down first. Playing poorly.
Gods protect us.
It doesn't have any alchemy cards, but yeah, that makes sense. He's only ever going to get smaller value, so.
I'm a dwarf for business.
He might pass here. Or not.
You're dead already.
Sometimes I kind of miss having the total on the roll so you can see exactly how many points you're able to see if we have out before Gigny.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Ah, I should have played this aside because that boosted it didn't get this extra point from Thrive. That's fine. Right, I don't necessarily need the Hopper Healer. I've got a few things with Deploy, but I'd still rather get a gold. No. Fine. Opponent connection lost. Okay. Drive Maidens for 5 power isn't the worst thing to draft, I suppose. I mean, they're always going to get you at least an extra point when you play them with something else. I thought that was the sort of thing you want to keep for round 3 though, get the extra points of value out of it. Let's have a really good hand if that's what he's dropping. And see, there's my 3rd round Phoenix. Called. I can boost and remove the lock for the Master Disguise, but makes his boost less useful. Would I have that to be able to boost by 4? I don't need to unlock anything really. Yeah, temple cards is potentially going to get me more points than 4. Boost and unlock would have only really been useful for unlocking the Master Disguise, and if he's locked and you have to boost him up to 12, you're not going to want to swap him with anything really, are you? You're not likely to want to. Oh no. He doesn't have any bronze units in his hand. He doesn't have a single bronze for the last round. Let's be frank, that sucks for me.
You best yield now.
I should have put a fruit down first.
Ludifisk, give me some of that.
Halt! Who goes there?
Oh man, Dagger comes in with 10 power as well. That's a really good card to get.
What the butching blazes do you know about duchesses?
Alright, so whatever he's got really needs to die. Or the Sienna really needs to die. Because the last play, like I get to have last say, so when he gets down to his last card, I can drop the Master of Disguise. He has 1 turn to have an answer to it, and then I can try and steal. If he manages to get Dagger to be ridiculously big, I can steal that power from him. It's really all I've got in the way of plays here. And then my last card can be Garrison then.
Go Black Banner!
The quill is mightier than the
And he got Dandelion. Yep, of course he did.
Your Majesty, I cast myself upon thy mercy.
Sure, why not? Alright. Clear row effects. If he had row effects to play, he'd probably played them already.
I don't recall.
I guess it's literally going to come down to whether or not he has a removal spell for the Master or the Master Disguise, because that guy Dagger is going to get huge, like crazy big, because all my units are going to be within a point of each other. In fact, I probably want to try and feed Dagger here, don't I? For a bigger swing.
Not your lucky day.
See, I'd have said you wouldn't want to do that, but what do I know? See, this guy I'm playing against, he got the kind of deck I wanted. With the bloody Dagger and Yennefer combo, with a Dandelion, with a Gigny. It's a pretty good deck. Ah, boy. Okay, this is when it comes down to, do you have an answer for Master of Disguise?
I shall relieve all burdens.
Watch as it turns out to be Regis and shoots for 4, because he's got enough anything charges left.
Nothing grand requires rejuvenation.
No?
A rebirth.
He has that big of a lead, he still has 40 points over me. Jesus. Yeah, that guy had a hand of 10 goals going into last round. But he's sitting here with Iris von Everich and Boris and Sigvald. He gets Gigny, he gets Dandelion, Yennefer and Dagger. Nothing you can do about that. He drew enough gold that he could keep Operator because he knew he'd have no bronzes to play. Ah, dear. What happens if you lose 3 arena games in a row? You get literally nothing for your 150 ore. I feel I might find out tonight. I'm sure this will go much better. Yeah. Okay, Prayer Dive, get rid of Temple Guards. That's reasonable. Compared to what's left in the deck.
Oh, Lady Margarita told us of this.
Weird, you normally play that after the thing you want to give charges to, because it can use his ability straight away. High shield would be what? Carl? Carl.
You're dead already.
I suppose the sirens that he fires out with his leader ability would be something he could kill with revenants. But revenants he spawns will be 3 power, so I can just kill it. Okay, thanks. I'm going to go ahead and just pass here. I mean, 21 points isn't insurmountable if he just uses a leader ability and then plays a card. Like Kidney. Shoot one of the things. Or he can just forfeit, I guess. That was weird. Maybe he thought the Death Wish ability triggered for him? And that he'd get the highest unit from his deck? Get rid of Roach. Get rid of the healer. The bowman. Oh boy. Not great. Water bronze. He's got plenty of deploy effects for that guy if he goes long enough. Enemy unit? But I can just consume that, and that'll be that.
Halt! Who goes there? No passage.
Tell me the gist.
Up to it, slaves.
Really? Thrive triggers on the steel. Kind of want to keep that. Crucially, what else can I get? Master of Disguise, Geralt, Sigvald, Predatory Dive. We'll see what we draw. Does he just have no way of giving me a bounty? Because otherwise that would be a card you'd want to keep. You got Nick, right? Get rid of the healer. Prairie dive. Get rid of the bowman. I mean, pretty much anything else is going to be better, isn't it? Even my Hackamail. Because my Hackamail can unlock Mectobraca. Yeah. Or we'll just draw the bowman. Yep. Sure, game. That works for a mulligan. After all, if I get rid of a bowman, I clearly want to get a different bowman.
Come here. I'm gonna hurt a bear hawk.
Does he even have any beasts? Panthers? That's not the worst thing in the world to play. What do I want to play? Drainer. Yeah, that'll do it. You don't get to have yours thrive.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Of course, you got Dandelion as well. Dandelion is like MVP in this mode. 14 power and then getting to draw a card and play one is just... I would describe it as game winning. I mean, he's now played 3 cards and he has 29 power on the board. It's not bad, is the word I'm going to go with.
Go, Black Banner!
The flames of righteousness do not scorch the innocent!
Can I even unlock it? No, I can't. Can I kill it? Damage a unit by 3, yeah. Gonna hit for 6. Would I get more than 3 points out of it though, is the thing. I get to play 4 more cards, I get 4 power back. Yeah, I probably just want to keep the 2 power there anyway.
We move out at once.
Yeah, Bloodthirst. It's a nuisance. Nothing really to lock. Ada, shoot for 8. And you still have your power. Now I've got 18 power left. He's got 8 damage to shoot with. His 2 cards just need to have 8 power between them and he's got a win, so he's got this. Yeah, he wins. Yeah, this deck I've drafted is pretty bad. Nobody blamed this bad run on but myself. Would I have done any better with any alternate picks? And Garrison's probably gotten me more value with those 10 points it has than Vandergriff would have gotten, because he'd have probably done like 2 or 3 damage before he got killed or shut down. Phoenix has come back into play 0 times, but Great Tree Oak thing would have done like a point or 2 more damage. And Phoenix in the one turn I did get it out first turn, the opponent forfeited, so Phoenix is definitely a better pick there because of the Goliath Death Wish. Like, I think with the golds, I've pretty much picked the best golds that were available to me. It's just the fact that over half my deck is bronze. And you can't compete with people who've got entire decks of gold. Or enough gold at least to be able to successfully go into each round with nothing but gold. I mean, fair as that guy had double Mahakam Marauders. Not Mahakam Marauders, the Airden Mauler, is it? The guy who did shoot for 4 in the front row. So he didn't have a handful of golds, but he had enough golds to get by. I also forgot that with it being arena mode that you could have treason. Be able to have units deal damage to the units either side of them. I always think that as being Nilfgaardian cards, I don't expect it when I'm playing against our leaders. Again, that's on me not playing well.
Stitches get stitches.
Okay, I need to get rid of Roach. Virtually nothing else is any good. Sure. His ability: you can play a special card with 9 provision cost or less. And he doesn't have any crimes because he didn't follow with any crimes. Yeah, that's something that has to die. Yeah, I picked the right choice there.
Nobody expects the British Inquisition.
No, that's fine. I mean, technically I'm other points and other cards. I could just pass here. You'd have to play something to win the rounds. I'll end up going last, or going first in the last rounds.
For you, pal. Anything.
Resilience, great. Yeah, that scum is going to have to die.
Damn it.
They look a great oak. He's playing special cards to give the Great Oak resilience. That's problematic. Because I need to win this round because he's going to drive past and the Great Oak will go in the next round. So I need minimum of 8 power. That's not going to do it. That'll give me 8 power exactly. Because of the Thrive. It's going to give me 6 power. I kind of have to go with the Consume, don't I? Yeah. Acquire. 17 points to catch up on with one card is not going to happen. It just isn't. Because he can pass here because he's 10 points in the lead. I have to play a card. His resultant unit carries over and he wins the next round and goes into the last round up a card. I'm probably going to lose now. Cool beans.
Get a beating.
He's up a card and he's up 12 points. There's nothing I can do about that to try and compete. At least going into the last round, he's up a card, so he gets to go last, but at least he hasn't got the 12 points in the board. This deck is just not competitive enough. I could unlock Mir to Braca, but it's not got enough points. Oh, of course you got a bunch of those guys. Of course you do. The pikemen are really good even when they're not boosted up to 5 power. Because your opponent's always going to be playing stuff in the melee. I'm expecting a Geralt Professional soul to kill the Phoenix. Do I have any way of healing it? I kind of do, actually.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Yeah, no, I can't save it from getting Geralted. Unless... Sure, let's go all in. Why not? You'll probably have a different Geralt that deals more than 8 damage to kill it, so it's fine. But it'll be fine for him.
Tell me what you've got.
Yeah, so he had a solution to the problem.
I shall relieve them of all burdens.
4-point swings, not very huge. And if I've watches, he then has the Geralt Professional to successfully murder him.
We met. I don't recall.
Call in a Geralt Professional? No, Anna Marlin was moving into Geralt the Professional. Yep. See? See? Am I not psychic? As soon as I was trying to get people into 2 power or 3 power multiples, it was obvious. So there's nothing I can do about it. That is the absolute quickest I have ever lost an arena. I'd hope for more as well, buddy. I'm going to take that as a sign that maybe it's just too warm for me to be playing Gwent if I'm going to have that kind of run of luck. So for now, thanks for watching. I'll maybe try and give us another go Sunday night after work. It's on until Tuesday, I think, so probably Sunday night if I'm not playing Wolfenstein. In the meantime, thanks for watching me get utterly destroyed, winning a single game out of 4 because my opponent forfeited because he misread his own card. Yay.